Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. So recently on Twitter, I proclaimed to everybody that I wanted to play Hakkar, the Soulflayer. I love that card. Every now and again you'll see me publish a video on it, usually once a year or so. And I asked people for deck ideas, and there were some responses, actually, more than I was expecting. And Imik, a friend of mine on Twitter, who writes for Hearthstone, by the way, responded with this Reno rogue deck. And Imik said he didn't know if this deck was any good. By the way, I'll give it a try, right? It's got Reno Jackson in it, so I can heal to full health. That's brilliant. Good against aggro, I assume. You've got other tools for survivability in this deck too. The problem is, it's rogue. If it was Reno Warlock, I'd have a better idea of how to play it. If it was Reno Hunter, I'd have a better idea of how to play it, because I've played a little bit of Reno Hunter over the years. Reno Mage, yeah, played a bit of that too, but Reno Rogue, I don't think I've ever played Reno Rogue, at least not that I can remember. So Rogue is one of my least played classes, and me and Rogue never got along. So that's making me a little bit anxious. Also, this deck is very expensive, 17,360 dust. However, it has Hakkar in it, that's all that matters. And the other thing to note that is most important is if you play Hakkar and you start shuffling those corrupted bloods into the decks, you can die from your own corrupted bloods. And so to get around that, you have Wyrmrest Purifier in this deck that costs 2. And that will transform all neutral cards in the deck into random cards from your class. That's how you get around the problem of killing yourself with your own corrupted bloods. So, Hakkar Purifier combo. Okay, first game. Of course, it's a priest. Certainly not starting off easy, are we? I don't know what to keep here. It's Rogue. I just have no idea. I know that you don't keep patches. That much I do know. But Wicked Stab could kill something, and Kazakus is Kazakus, right? Feels decent to keep. This is the new Kazakus, by the way. The Forged in the Barrens version of Kazakus. As opposed to a spell, you are creating a golem. It's all pretty exciting, that. It's worked really well on standard. I've thought it's incredibly powerful on standard. In wild, I think there were some doubts as to whether Kazakus, this version of Kazakus, would actually be good enough in wild. The original version of Kazakus, of course, incredibly powerful. And this is Reno Priest, very unfortunate. There's Hakkar though. So, do we just play Kazakus here? I think we do. Lifesteal? Sure. And summon a copy? Sure. I see this as being relevant because our face is soon to suffer once Shadow Reaper Anduin gets played, and any healing that I can get would be ideal. Hey loser, that's so rude. And Shadow Reaper Anduin, of course, is one way that they can burst you down. Penflinger is the other way that they can effectively kill you, because they can combo the Penflinger with various spells, and of course it costs 1, it's cheap, and then they can combo that with the Anduin hero power. So we're on a clock here. Polymorph Boar or Primordial Studies? I think I'll take the Boar to neutralize a threat on their side of the board, maybe.
Nothing gets past me.
But yes, we're on a clock because we need to get those corrupted bloods sorted as soon as possible. Okay. The clock just intensified. They had Raza on 5. Why do they always have Raza on 5? It's such an annoyance. And look, if they had Raza on 5, you know Anduin is coming down on 8, right? That's the logic behind this deck. Oh dear. And now we're a bit stuck, I don't know what to do. So, if in doubt, play Kazakus again.
I'm looking for
a few good mercenaries. 10 cost is what I'm going for. Lifesteal important. And we'll get a copy. So, what I could do is play the 5 cost golem. Get some copies on board. Maybe that will bait out Shadow Reaper Anduin. They'll kill those small golems, and then I'll play the big golem. That's what I'm thinking. Keeping in mind, you are listening to the ramblings of a player here who knows nothing about Rogue in general, let alone Reno Rogue, and knows very little about the Rogue class cards. So I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. Meanwhile, Penflinger continues to throw pens at my face. I'm not too scared of that chip damage because I have Reno. Oh wow, that's big. 0 cost Dragon Queen. I think we just play it.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Murazond. Huh.
your feeble man.
We'll hold that back. This could lead to a coin Shadow Reaper Anduin. This could bait that out. That's fine. Alexstrasza there. Potentially a game changer for us. Because it's just put sudden pressure onto the board. And big pressure too.
But how?
And the 7/7 can't be targeted. So now they really do have to think about what to do. Oh, they can target it with the Penflinger though. That's annoying. Oh gosh. Double Hey Loser. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad news.
No time.
You may kill it. You can't kill it. Oh dear, was that a miscalculation? Was that a miscalculation? Well, if we can remove both of these Penflingers, that is a source of damage in the late game that's gone. This is brilliant. Health gain. Alright, it lives. So now, do we bait out Shadow Reaper Anduin? That's the question. It's turn 8. Don't you have it?
Let the pain speak.
You don't have it. How surprising.
Light be with you.
That's still annoying though, the Acolyte. Yeah, they're desperate for card draw. We could just polymorph bore that to deny any more card draw. The fewer the cards we can give them now, the higher the chance of our survival, basically. It's all coming down to Anduin, and whether they get to Anduin. As you can see, my plays are a little bit all over the place. Oh, hello. Look who it is. Look who it is. It's Patches. Completely forgot that patches existed in this deck. Also completely forgot that the prize plunderer is a pirate. Alright. Do you know what? This may seem like a bad idea, but I think we play Hakkar here. We haven't drawn the Purifier yet, so I'm a little bit scared. I want to see what kind of a reaction this elicits. Obviously a silence effect would be devastating. But with Zephrys having just been played, how else would they generate a silence effect in their deck?
Guide my hand.
Obviously they could play the original Kazakus and get Mystic Wool. Oh! Psychic Scream. Ha. That was their answer. Sure. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. Just pressing buttons.
Care to make a wager, friend?
This does nothing. This does nothing too. But you know what? It's 3 bodies on the board that can... I don't know. Trade?
Share your thoughts with the class now.
Trade with that? Interesting.
Your wish is my
Huh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. Oh god. That's my Murazond.
Care to make a wager?
And my Zephrys. My cards. Oh. Well. That's just game over. We win. Of all the cards to have drawn, Shadow Reaper Anduin, I don't think there's a better card that we could have drawn from their deck. So Mind Render is a liability.
The light has betrayed me.
And that's worth an emote.
This battle is yours.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's quite something. Okay, next game is against a mage. So, Secrets Mage? Possibly. What else would it be? It'd be nice to get Reno in hand if it was a Secrets Mage. Taking their time, thinking this through. Still taking their time. Oh, fair enough. The priest must have sent word and said you don't want to face that Reno rogue. I'll take it.
Valera versus Malfurion.
Alright, next game. Maybe we'll get a proper opponent this time.
I make my own luck.
So you'd be interested to know that so far I have played 3 games with this deck and I've won 2 games and lost 1 game. That's not a bad record. Well, we're counting that win against the mage that didn't want to face us. So, okay, if you discount that, it's 1 win and 1 loss. The win was against the priest. The loss we did not see in this video, but it was against a warlock. So this is our 4th game. It's against Druid. This is a Token Druid. Dire Mole. Wow. Not seen that played for a while. And
Nothing gets past me.
I'm just going to preemptively put my face into that. only because I've got the Wicked Stab in hand, and yes, I should probably wait for the Wicked Stab to be upgraded, but I need to remove those tokens. So maybe next turn I'm playing Wicked Stab and killing off that mole, but maybe they want to buff it. Maybe they want to buff it here, or maybe they're going to play another minion. They seem confused. Maybe they've disconnected. Maybe the priest and the mage sent word to the druid saying, oh gosh, there's this guy playing Hakkar Reno Rogue. You don't want to face him.
Here for a chat.
So maybe they just got scared now, and maybe they don't want to continue. I'll take another free win. I'm not complaining. Alright, so be it. So we're just going to remove the token here. I think that's fine. Maybe they're on a train. Oh no, they're back. They're back. Okay, they're awake.
We will devour this world.
Oh, Druid of the Swarm. That's a real blast from the past.
Delightful.
Huh. Yeah, maybe they're on a train. Maybe they went through a tunnel earlier. Train RNG is what I used to call it. So we're going to summon a taunt and a copy of a taunt. I think that's reasonable. Rush would have been nice. Rush would have allowed us to have rushed into their tokens and removed them from the board, but Taunt, I think, does a similar thing. Ultimately, it's going to stop those tokens from hitting my face, right? That's the key thing here. So let's see how hard they have to work to break through this. Now, I have Reno in hand. I'm feeling very confident because of that, but Living Mana... Wow. And of course the coin. Of course the coin. Yes, because they have a buff. Because they have a buff. Yes. This is a bit scary. We're not at risk of dying to Savage Roar next turn because of Living Mana having been played and their mana pool is now limited. Maybe Jandis can get us out of this mess. Of course, Venture Co. Mercenary. There's a reason people didn't play this card in the early days of Hearthstone. Well, it's all some play, but... Ah, God. Look at what it's done to my hand. Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Unplayable. 12 mana. Wow. And I've preemptively buffed the Jandis because I expect it will trade into a 3-3. That's the expectation. We'll see if it happens. All the trades, though. This is good. But that's still a lot of damage. I see. Is it time to Reno here? We're at 15. I don't think so. I think we're okay. Let's see if we can get something good here. Ooh, card draw. And ooh, patches. Nice to see patches. It's easy to forget that patches exists in the deck. Preparation or sprint? Maybe second prep could be useful for me at some point. Talion protects my face, so we like Talion. So we can prep into card draw. Oh wow, Crypt Lord. Blast from the past. Has this player just been logged off for about 2-3 years and logged in again and just suddenly started playing Aggro Druid on the Wild Mode ladder and got to Diamond 5 with it? It is effective. But this is not the flavour of Aggro Druid that gets played anymore. I have not seen Crypt Lord for ages. Nice to see him again, but how bizarre. Anyway, what do we get? Eviscerate? Useful.
Care to make a wager, friend?
I guess that does the same as prep, but we get a body on the board. So we're in control here. I feel pretty good about this game.
Rotten to the core. Back to the boy.
Let's keep this board nice and clear, to the best of our ability. Was there a way of doing that without popping Talion's Divine Shield? That shield was useful. I don't know. But Dragon Queen Alexstrasza available with Shadow Step, but Reno Jackson also available too. It's a really good position. And there's Hakkar. Things are about to get interesting. Darnassus Aspirant. It's been a long time since I've seen that played. This really is an outdated deck. Alright, what do we get from the Dragon Queen? Draconoid? Decent.
Your feeble magic.
Deathwing? We can wait. We can wait. It's a board clear, potentially, but we can wait.
Can I help you, sir?
So, do we just play Hakkar next turn? I think we do. Oh, Anchor! Timely pickup.
I'm free, and so is my curse.
Well, our opponent
Life at any
is about to get a shock. Oh, that's beautiful. And I'm not even going to hit face with my dagger because I don't want them to concede. I actually want this game to go on for a bit longer. So I'm just going to prioritize now on clearing the board to avoid a Savage Raw lethal. But I want this to continue on. We have Reno. Oh, there's the Savage Raw that I was worried about. We have Reno. We have Shadow Step for Reno. Deliberately kept the Shadow Step back. Did not use it on the Alexstrasza. Although maybe I can use it on the Alexstrasza now.
We're gonna be rich.
Because maybe one heal from Reno is going to be enough. Okay. Corrupted Bloods are in the deck.
Ew. Clean up this
And now we remove the Corrupted Bloods from our deck. And I'm just going to chill here. I am just going to chill here. Not going face. Sending a message to my opponent that says, let's carry on this game. Let's continue on. This board is getting a bit wide. Interesting to note that no Corrupted Bloods have been drawn yet. But Jeeves could change all of that. No, still no Corrupted Bloods. Wow. Alright, I'm going to bring the Reno back now because
life at any cost.
wide boards do scare me a little bit.
Dark in the skies. Nightmare reigns.
Oh, that's interesting.
Come, friend. Let's see what you've got.
I could not resist. I don't want to scare the opponent too much.
Life and hope of
But who can resist this? Honestly. Nozdormu, no. No. I'm concerned that Nosdormu would be too much, and that the opponent would concede immediately. I want to give them enough time to think out their turns. I want to be fair to them. We want this game to go on a little bit longer, so the corrupted bloods can do their thing. There's a second Savage Roar. And Jeeves, if it lives, is going to continue doing its thing. Much credit to my opponent for hanging in there. Because they know they can't win. Surely they know that. In fact, if these corrupted bloods continue shuffling and drawing, that's game over. Wow. I'm speechless. We have beat an aggro deck with Hakkar. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Imik's Reno Hakkar Rogue. 17,360 dust. 3 games won, 1 game lost. Okay, one of those games against the mage didn't count because they conceded or left. So 2 games won, 1 game lost. I am aware absolutely that that is a tiny sample size. But I won some games with this deck. That's a miracle in itself. Firstly, because it's Rogue, and I don't play Rogue, I don't understand Rogue. And secondly, because it's a freaking Hakkar deck. And somehow we came out with a win or 2. That's amazing in its own right. So thank you so much to Imik for the deck list. I'm eternally grateful. I've had so much fun playing this deck. It's chilled me out so much. But I am now on a quest to find more semi-competitive Hakkar decks to play, because I just love the cards so much. So if you do have any lists that you've come across recently that you've been playing that kind of work on the ladder, tell me what those deck codes are and I'll give those decks a bit of thought. Now, before you go away and play this deck, please be absolutely aware that it's not a competitive deck. You're probably not going to win many games with it. You're certainly not going to hit Legend with this, unless you are A, an incredible Rogue player, and B, an incredible Reno Rogue player, and C, you know what you're doing with Hakkar. So please be absolutely aware that this is an off-meta deck. Please don't go and spend 17,360 dust, craft it, come back to me and tell me that you lost every game. Play this deck if you have the cards already and if you want a bit of fun. There's a reason that Reno Rogue doesn't get played at all in any guise, right? Reno decks tend to be limited to Priest, Warlock, the usual suspects. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give the video a like and give me a subscribe. I would be eternally grateful. And I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun. Please stay safe. Please look after yourselves. And as always, please be good to one another.